I always say the quality of output depends on the quality of input. So it all starts with firstly knowing what your 3 to 5 content pillars are and sticking to them. So for example, for me, it is personal branding, future of work, LinkedIn, and learning and development.
But in case when people run out of ideas, so what's the strategy you apply to create a content, and how consistent is maybe?
Yes, consistency is so important. I always say the quality of output depends on the quality of input. So it all starts with firstly knowing what your 3 to 5 content pillars are and sticking to them. So for example, for me, it is personal branding, future of work, LinkedIn, and learning and development. If I would talk about sunscreen and then dogs and then food and then gym, people wouldn't know what I'm all about. So even though I'm interested in a personal sense, I'm not sharing that. So I know those 4 big topics. What kind of podcasts do I need to subscribe to? What kind of books can I read? What kind of influencers and authorities can I follow? What kind of hashtags are relevant to get the right content in? And it's also then setting up a filing system where you save those ideas. So when it comes down to content creation time, you can fall back on something and don't have to start with a clean slate. And hardly anyone, even the most creative people on this planet, wouldn't start with a blank sheet and try to come up with something amazing. It doesn't happen.
But like you said, you are planning for so much of content, and I believe ki every work gets monotonous as the time passes, right? So what is that motivation that helps you to do so about a daily content? Because but obvious numbers never motivate, right? And also as a creator, it must never. So what's that
Yes.
something which helps you to stick to this all those things?
Yeah. Well, great question. I'm never motivated either. I've got routines that I'm not questioning. I've got early mornings. I'm not always motivated to get up, but my routine gets me up. So this is also why I bulk produce content and batch content. So when I sit down for a couple of hours, I do the entire months already ahead because I know it can get busy. I can get unmotivated. So I'm just putting those 2 hours aside and purely dedicate to content creation. So we don't leave it to chance if I feel like doing it. It's just what I'm doing because I know how important consistency is to build your brand. Also, why does McDonald's or Coca-Cola or Apple, why do they never stop advertisement? Even though they're one of the most well-known brands worldwide. Exactly. It's all about staying top of mind. So I can't show up 3 weeks in a row, 6 times a day posting and then nothing for 3 months. People are like, what's wrong here? So you can't build this trust and this consistent showing up. And this is exactly what builds relationships. So this is why I haven't missed a post in probably like 6 years or 7 years.
Okay.